something I'd hoped you would have explained by now.
Oh, what's that?
Why you never got in touch with me when you...
Daphne.
6 weeks without a word. 6 weeks, Giles. Have you any idea of the emotional devastation you left in your wake?
I tried to telephone you the following day.
You did?
Well, of course I did. What kind of a man do you think I am?
That's precisely what I'm trying to establish.
The first time I got a cross line, and the second a wrong number. My fury knew no bounds. I speak as a shareholder in British Telecom.
Then you should have tried a third time.
Well, I did. But instead of your dulcet tones, all I got was the Neanderthal growl of Tyler. So I immediately replaced the receiver, and my thoughts turned to the written word. And I assure you, Daphne, the rivers of ink mingled on my Basildon bond with tears of remorse.
Well, I never received this alleged letter. Are you going to tell me you're going to blame the postman for not delivering it?
I never sent it.
Why not?
Because I suddenly realized that, well, the constabulary have got entirely the wrong end of the stick about me and can be intercepted. Phones can be tapped.
And hearts can be broken.
Daphne.
I'm sorry, Giles, but I don't believe a single word you've just said.
Daphne.
You've enmeshed me in a web of deceit.
Web of deceit?
And behaved like a shady spider.
Then why on earth should I return?
That's what I'm wondering.
Daphne, have I ever deceived you in any way?
Yes. You once claimed that you worked undercover as an Oriental coolie when you were a spy in Red China.
That was a mere romantic ploy. Daphne, did I ever try and extract money from you?
No.
No, all I did was offer you my undying love and place my mother's ring on your engagement finger. Please tell me that it's merely being serviced at a jeweler's.
Well, I removed it the moment you deserted me.
Are you telling me that you have broken off our engagement?
Well, what did you expect?
I'm afraid life has no meaning now for Giles Bradshaw. Well, excuse me. I'll take my leave and hurl myself into the nearest available abyss.
Giles, wait. You promised to go to the police station this morning.
That was when I thought I had the support of the woman I love.
Giles.
No, Daphne. Erase me from your memory. I want you to forget that you'll have the suicide of an innocent man on your conscience.
This is nothing less than emotional blackmail.
Absolutely not. But you must appreciate that I am desperately trying to swallow the bitter pill of unrequited love. And I have just been branded a shady spider by the finest woman alive. So I will bid you and the world farewell.
Look into my eyes, Giles.
I'm sorry?
Look into my eyes.
When I gaze into those fair orbs.
Oh, don't start all that again. Now, are you a religious man?
Am I a religious man? Is London the capital of England? In the army, I was known as Bible Thumper Bradshaw.
Then do you swear by all that's holy that you have just told me the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
By all that's holy, I do so swear.
Then that's good enough for me.
You took your time.
My breakfast rounds are a lengthy and complicated process. It's not as if they all have cornflakes.
They all look pretty healthy there, Will. Which one's Nipper?
He's not there.
What?
Nipper's not there. And he was seriously ill, Sam. You realise what this means?
Well, I'm hoping he's croaked it. I should be very disappointed if he's merely popped out to the chemist.
I'm sorry I doubted your word.
I'm the one who's sorry, Daphne, for causing you such unintentional distress. But with you by my side, I shall trickle round to the police station with my head held high and my morale intact.
Well, there's no time like the present. All set? Oh, Giles, your photograph adorns a wanted poster.
I know, and I shall be suing them for hefty damages in due course.
It's just that walking to the police station might be unwise.
How so?
Well, some eagle-eyed pedestrian might attempt a citizen's arrest.
Good point. Ha!
I'm sorry?
The old brain cells just come up trumps.
I'm not sure this is going to work, Giles.
No?
You've managed to make yourself look sensationally suspicious.
No.
It might be best to hail a taxi.
For God's sake, Angie, give it a rest. One day out of work and you're devouring the classifieds like a paranoid vulture.
Do you mind?
Why don't you go and do something useful like play with Joe?
Joe's asleep.
He won't be for long if you keep yelling.
I'm not yelling.
Well, it's a hell of a whisper.
I want a job, Nick. I also want a husband who understands that.
I do understand it, I do. But why can't you just take a couple of months off work and try being a mum for a change?
What did you say? Are you implying that I'm not a proper mother to my son?
I didn't mean it like that. But let's face it, Angie. He hasn't seen a lot of you since he arrived on the planet. He probably thinks you're one of the neighbours.
I knew it wouldn't last. If ever a marriage was doomed to failure, it was that one.
But it must be a particularly grisly kind of hell, being married to son of Yobbo Chops.
Don't leave me, Angie, not on the head. I've just done my hair. Will you just relax? Now listen to me, Angie, and listen good. I can look after us, OK?
Oh, yes, I forgot. Big breadwinner Nick.
And why not? I'm all set for the top. I've got a talent, babe, and it's very, very big.
So's your head.
Look,
And don't call me babe.
it's not my fault that my career's taken off just when yours has taken a terminal nosedive.
Thanks for reminding me.
And you can't expect to get a job straight away. Not with your qualifications.
What's wrong with my qualifications?
Basically, the fact that you haven't got any.
Dare you!
Let's face it, Angie. The only thing that Cheltenham Ladies College ever gave you was a few games of hockey.
3 A-levels, Nick. 3 A-levels.
What do you mean 3 A-levels?
Well, that's what I would have got if I hadn't been expelled.
Well, that's just terrific. That's what employers like to hear.
And I did get 2 sensational O-levels.
Oh, yeah, what in?
Geography and scripture.
Well, that's a fat lot of use. Geography and scripture. What does that equip you for? Apart from finding the quickest way to Bethlehem.
Big joke to you, isn't it? Let's hope things are quieter at the police station.
Taxi!
Oh, for God's sake, Angie, put a sock in it. Nag, nag, nag. You're getting as bad as your bleeding mother.
Just say the word, Daphne, and I'll give him a sound thrashing.
I'm tempted, Giles. I'm sorely tempted.
Well, it's as I thought. Nipper went to meet his maker in the early hours. Death's a sad business.
Yeah, I'm grief-stricken. Where is he now, then?
He's on the mortuary slab awaiting his post-mortem.
Post-mortem?
They like to establish the precise cause of death, so they'll slice him up and have a look.
Well, what a way to treat a poor old croc.
That's zoo policy for you.
Nipper deserves better than that. Nipper deserves nothing less than a decent Christian stuffing.
But how are you going to smuggle him out? It's a logistical nightmare. You can't just wander through the exit with a crocodile under your arm. Someone's bound to notice. Everyone's bound to notice.
Who said anything about the exit?
Eh?
Nipper will be flying out.
Flying out?
Over the perimeter fence.
Are you mad? The perimeter fence is 10 foot high.
Well, you are talking to a man who once tossed a caber.
G. I'm sorry, Daphne. The police have frozen my resources.
Oh.
My twin brother. Unfortunate business. Come on, man, come on.
Have that a tip, Chief.
Curb your insolence in future, that's my tip.
I hope you get life.
Apologies for the delay, Daphne, but I had to put that surly buffoon in his place.